I'm Miss Andrea here at Adams Memorial Library, and today we're going to be making our snake summer tails craft. So in order to make this snake with me, you will need to pull out your Tails and Tails craft kit bag. Inside that craft bag, you're going to have a little container of glue, a paintbrush, a pair of scissors that you're going to need today, and then the kit that looks like this. So it's got a pencil in there, it's got some eyeballs, it's got a green and blue pipe cleaner. So you will need all those things today. Once you have those pulled out, we will go ahead and get started with our snake. Okay, so you can see here how I have all my items out of my bag and ready to go. What I've done is I've gone ahead and already opened up my little pack with my snake craft materials. For this one, the important thing is before you start using your pencil to make your snake, one thing you want to do, and I haven't done it here, but I've done it on my original example, is you want to make sure you sharpen your pencil. So you want to make sure that's sharpened first. Once you have your pencil sharpened and a good point to where you want it to be, then your pencil's ready to use to make your craft. You want to start by taking your 2 pieces of pipe cleaner. So you should have that green and that blue. And then just pick an end. It doesn't matter which end, but you want to line them up at the top. And then what you want to do is you want to take these 2 top pieces, just kind of make a little twist, kind of almost like a twist tie if you've ever used it on the bread, and twist them together so they're somewhat attached. Okay. Then you're also going to take this top piece and you're just going to kind of curve it and fold it in. So here, let me do it and then I can show you because I know my hands are kind of in the way there. But you want to curve it. So just kind of take this a little bit, give yourself a little leeway, curve it in and fold it in just like that. So you have the head of your snake. Okay. And then once you have that done, what you want to do next is you want to go ahead and take your pencil and you're ready to wrap your snake around your pencil. So again, make sure that tip's sharpened. I know mine's not here, but make sure yours is. And you want to start at the top. So you want to place your head kind of up by where the eraser is. And then you just want to kind of curve it around the pencil. And the nice thing about the pipe cleaner is it's very bendable and it'll allow you to bend it in whichever way you want. So you just want to adjust your head so that your snake's head's kind of coming around the top of the pencil here. And then you're just going to hold it in place while you take your 2 pieces and continue to wrap it around the pencil. Now, and this is why it's important to sharpen the pencil first, because you want to be able to tell where the bottom of your pencil is going to be. And once that's sharpened, you'll be able to see where the bottom is and you can wrap it until you get to that bottom, just like this. All right. And you might be saying, well, what happens when my point breaks and I need to sharpen again? That's perfectly fine because you're not really going to attach it at the bottom here. You're just going to leave it wrapped. So as you sharpen it, you can just readjust and move the pipe cleaners up. So your snake will just get smaller and smaller as your pencil gets smaller. Okay. Now that we have our snake wrapped, we're ready to go ahead and add on the face. So you should have 2 eyeballs in that craft kit. If you pull out the 2 eyeballs, they do have the sticky back. So you will just need to pull off the little white piece on the back. And I will warn you, this is where it can get a little tricky sometimes, because sometimes they don't always come right off. So you just want to pull off the sticky back. There we go. And you want to place, so here's the center of your headpiece here. I'm just going to place mine right in the center, just like that. So my 1 eyeball's on. Then we go ahead and pull off the back of the other one. And stick that one on as well. And you can place the eyeballs any way you'd like. You can pull them off and readjust them, but they should stick pretty well to the pipe cleaner. So there we go. There's our eyes. All right, and the last thing we want to add on there is your little tongue piece. Now there's not really a pattern in there for this, but really if you just take your scissors, it should be cut into a pretty rectangular piece. You might want to cut it a little bit more so you see your rectangle here. But all you want to do is come a little bit in, maybe halfway. Cut up till you get yourself a smaller strip, just like this. And the main thing is you want to cut it as wide as you want your tongue to be. So if you want your tongue wider, then you're going to have to cut a wider piece. If you want it thinner, then cut a smaller piece. But it doesn't matter either end. Look about halfway. Cut diagonally, just like this. You'll see here in just a moment what I'm doing. And I just kind of make it look like 2 triangles. I just cut 2 triangles out of the top. So it looks like this. And I have a little excess piece there that I don't really like. So I'm going to cut it off. And you should have plenty of foam. So if you don't like your first tongue and you want to play around with it, there's more to cut. But there we go. I have my little tongue piece here. It kind of looks like a banner. So if you just kind of cut a triangle out of the bottom once you have your strip, that'll get you your tongue piece there. Okay. And then this is where you're going to need your glue and your paintbrush. So you're going to take a little bit of glue. As I said, if you want to use something else to glue, that's perfectly fine. If you're planning to reuse your paintbrush, just make sure as soon as you're done with this, you go and rinse it really well with some warm or hot water to get that glue out of there. Because if you let the glue dry on your paintbrush, it will ruin your paintbrush. So if you want to glue something else, it would be great. But if you want to paint something else, just make sure you clean it off really well. And you're going to add a little glue to the end here, just like this. Load it up so I see my white. All right. That aside for now. And I'm going to come over here and I want to glue it behind my head. And I'm going to kind of angle it down. So I can't really lift it up right now because you do have to let it sit for a little bit to dry. But as you can see on this other example here, I glued it behind. And you might need to press on it for a few minutes just to get it set so that it can dry. Once it's dry, you're ready to pick up and move your pencil. Go ahead and write away with your snake. And there you go. There's our snake craft. Thanks again for joining me today for our little snake summer tales craft. Don't forget, you can enter in that you've done the craft on Beanstack. The code word is whale for today's craft. So don't forget to put that on there and get yourself an extra chance to win. The other thing I want to say is please also don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to see any of our upcoming summer programs. And I'll see you next time for our next craft.